Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I'm back again with another commentary. You see, there's something a little different about me. Something looks a little different. You know, I got a little shave up the edge up and stuff, and got a little. Oh yeah, I got a scuff hat. I got my first ever scuff controller. I did not have a scuff controller the entire time I played on 360. I have not had a scuff controller on the Xbox One. I got my first ever scuff controller. But scuff, those guys are just so good. I actually applied to be sponsored by them. I was turned down. But they did let me know that they're gonna watch my channel because I'm kind of on the cusp of being, big enough and having enough exposure and all that kind of stuff and views, and they're gonna keep their eye on me. But they wanted me to test out some products. They want to send me some stuff. So I got this cool hat. I also got this cool case for my scuff controller. This is pretty legit. It's pretty dope. Got that from the OpTic Gaming website. Got this cord. I actually picked this color out. You'll see why when you see my actual controller. They had a green one and they had this one. So for the people that picked the OpTic scuff, they get the green one. Hint, hint. I got the blue one. And I also got this gamer grip that they sent me. This is pretty dope. This stuff is pretty cool. I'm gonna try that out today. And then they also sent me a shirt, but that's over on the couch, and I don't feel like going to get it. So I also got my scuff controller. And I'll show you guys that at the end of the video, if you guys want to see exactly which scuff controller I got and which one I chose and all that kind of stuff. And I'll give you guys a full review in the upcoming videos, maybe on the sticks on Monday. I'll tell you guys what I think of the scuff controller. But I did want to spend a teeny bit of time. Just a lot of people have been tweeting at me a lot. Like every match that OpTic Nation loses, I think they're 1-5 right now in the league. Every match that they lose, people send me these, oh, what do you think about this OpTic Nation team? Are they going to work out? Because I was one of the people in the community that said I didn't think their roster worked. Most people didn't agree with me. They said, no, it works. They just need to figure things out. I do agree with that point, and I think that it's as simple as figuring out role clarity and communication. You guys have heard me say it about OpTic Nation a million times, but the reason I'm saying that is because every team has to have role clarity and good communication to be successful, and the things that I see lacking on that team are role clarity and clear and consistent and timely communication. And so you have someone like Karma who is communicating more than he's used to needing to, and he communicates a lot of times out of frustration. And I'm not saying that's bad. Karma is Karma. Karma is 2 rings. Karma has won 2 Call of Duty championships. Karma's won more money playing competitive Call of Duty than anyone else. You have TP on the same team who has the 2nd most LAN wins than anybody else. He's a part of the squad that has the most LAN wins in a row than anyone else. And he himself has won a Call of Duty championship. TP is an excellent player. He's a ridiculous player. And he's used to knowing his role extremely well and playing it extremely well. You also have Proofy, who's won a championship with TP in the past, and who also won the X Games with OpTic Gaming. And then you have Imbos, who was a part of the team, that Unite team with Ricky and Nameless, that was able to dethrone Complexity the first time and shock the world at PAX. So you have a team of winners. Every single person on this team has won a championship. If you did the math, I bet that you would find out that the number of championships combined on OpTic Nation exceed the number of championships combined on OpTic Gaming. Just a thought. Maybe somebody could look into that. I don't know. Because you have TP and Karma on the same team, and with their number of championships, you do have the 14 from Crim, or I think he either has 12 or 14. You have Crim's 14 championships that go into the pot with Scumps and with Nades and with Formal. So I don't know. You guys do the math and you let me know. But I'm pretty sure Karma and Teep adding together with Proofy and Imbos would end up with more championships. But this team just is having struggles, and I'm not saying something that they don't know by telling you guys that they need role clarity and communication. In the T-Proof videos, the Bro Time videos that TP and Proofy have done in episode 1 and episode 2, they brought up the fact of how they're playing. And one of the things TP said is he said Imbos has to be comfortable not getting as many kills as the rest of us. You think about Sensor at Dallas, who capped 93 Dom flags. The next person behind him, I think, was Scump with 52 or something like that. This dude capped 40 more flags than the person second behind him in stats. And so Imbos has got to be up there. One of the amazing things I saw from Aches, who was on my show on Monday, is he said that they have different levels of OBJ. You know, he said, so when it's a 3v1 or a 4v2, or even if it's a 3v2 or a 3v4, he said, we know who's supposed to grab the bomb first. And if that person's dead, we know who's next. And if that person's dead, they know the pecking order of who plants the bomb. And so that makes their communication have to just be call outs, not who's going to get the bomb, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. Now, most teams do that, of course. I think the thing that OpTic Nation needs is just some role clarity and then some consistency in communication. And this is where my idea is to make TP the second Slayer on that team. Let him fill that role. I don't know what that makes Proofy or what role he has to play, because the roles in this game are still being defined as the meta changes and things like that, and as we set maps and modes and stim and cloak and hover and all this kind of stuff that's being set, uplink, CTF. And so, but I do know that there needs to be an OBJ, and I would guarantee that at the end of the day there will need to be an anchor. I think that things are going to rotate in a way where an anchor is needed, and I think you let TP be that Slayer and have Proofy be that anchor, which is, you know, what he has done before in the past. And so I think TP needs to sometimes drop the 50 bombs, the 40, and I've seen that from him. I just think it needs to be consistent, because him and Damon have a prior relationship of winning together, and if anybody is going to communicate well on that team and communicate well with Damon, it's going to be TP, in my opinion. I think that TP has to be the person and I believe Proofy's played with Damon as well on Envy. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments and crucify me for being a whack analyst who doesn't know his Call of Duty history. But, you know, if TP can go off, just like Crim has Scump and Formal, that if he gets frustrated because he's getting, you know, messed up online, but then Scump goes off or Formal goes off, Crim doesn't, his frustration can kind of dissipate a little bit. But when Karma is that person that's consistently outslaying his team, and when he doesn't, they struggle. You know, when he struggles to slay, they struggle. But if TP can sometimes be number one and Karma be number two, and them kind of switch off the same way that Aches and Crim did in Ghost, there's a certain amount of respect, you know, that Karma will develop. I'm sure he already has it, but for TP's voice in game. And, you know, I've heard, you know, just some frustration from Karma when that team isn't performing well, when they're not doing well. And let me tell you what, there's going to be a roster mania. Parasite has already tweeted out, and it's true. There's going to be a roster mania at the end of Season 1. And if OpTic Nation wants to be this roster that we have right now, they just got to figure out role clarity and communication so they don't get too far behind in the league. Does this team have a chance? Yes. Think about everything I said earlier. These players are great. This is a great team. They have great potential. They just have to figure out who's going to do what consistently and what roles are there in communication. Let me show you guys my scuff. You guys put your opinions about OpTic Nation in the comments below. So this is my old Xbox One controller. This is the one I had before. And this is my scuff. It is called the Scuff Smurf. This piece right here glows white. I think if I touch it, you guys can see that. It's pretty dope. It looks like it's glowing blue. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I thought I asked for it to glow white, but maybe I asked for it to glow blue. Because doesn't that look blue to you? It looks blue to me. You can see that I got these buttons over here blacked out. I got all the buttons blacked out. These are the regular Xbox One sticks. I actually like them. And then on the back, you see I only chose 2 paddles, not 4. And something you can see, and I wanted to show you guys the difference for those of you that wonder, what's the point of this scuff stuff? So let me see if I can do this. So look at this one. See how far down that goes? It goes all the way down. Look at this. That's it. You can see the difference. See it? It only goes that far. And so that's because I got trigger stops put in here. They're on the inside of the controller. If I want to change them, I have to actually take the sides off and all that kind of stuff. But I actually like where they're at. I haven't played with it yet, but I'm going to. Thank you, Scuff. Thank you, Scuff. For this. This is really close to looking like the Fizz scuff, but this is the Smurf scuff because I didn't want to associate with anybody or anything. I might have got an individual. If it didn't have Fizz's face right here, I would have got it. But I'm like, you know, I'm really looking at someone else's face the whole time I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind. The controller looked good, his blue and white, but like, you know, having a face right here, yeah, I wasn't down for that. So I didn't get that. Oh, I also got this, you can see the scuff grip right here. Will go good with my gamer grip that they gave me. So I'm really excited about my scuff. You guys tell me your opinion on OpTic Nation in the comments. Tell me what scuff you have. This is your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I'll see you in the next video.